Hello everybody and welcome to another BasicSysAdmin tutorial. In this video I'm going to be showing you how you can set up a LAMP server on Debian Jessie. This is going to be done on Debian 8.6, although it does work with 8.5 and probably the rest of the points within there. So this is going to be setting up Linux, Apache, MySQL and PHP 7. So let's get started, shall we? So the guide that I'm following is over on the website. You can check that out using the link in the description below, and you can also click on the little eye in the corner as well. So the first thing you'll need to do is open up your terminal and connect to the machine that you're going to be using. I'm already connected, so we can actually get on with this. To do this we will need to learn how to type. You will need to edit the sources list on your machine, so you can do this by typing in sudo nano etc apt sources.list. And if you scroll all the way down, we can add in the repository that we'll need to use. So I'm going to copy and paste this because I don't want to type it in wrong. And we can save it by doing Ctrl-O and enter, and then Ctrl-X to exit. Once you've done that, you can download the public key for the repository by typing in wget and then the link, and then click enter, and then we can add that file as a key. So we do sudo apt key add and then .deb.gpg and press enter. Once you've done that, we can do an apt-get update, sudo at the beginning obviously, and this will download all the list of packages that are available. And then we will need to open up port 80 in the firewall. So there is a firewall on the machine called IP tables. By default it won't let anything in unless it's configured to do so. So we're going to tell it to accept anything on port 80, which is TCP or UDP. So I'm just going to paste this in, but you can just type it in, or you can copy and paste it from the guide, whichever is easiest for you. And then we can actually install the packages that we require. So again, I'm going to copy this in, and I'll tell you what all these packages are. So PHP 7 is the thing that's going to actually run the code that you type in, which is PHP. Apache2, which is the web server. And then MySQL server, which is the database server. And then libapache2 mod PHP, which basically enables the extension PHP 7. And then PHP MySQL, which is an extension which actually allows PHP to talk to MySQL. So if you click enter and then press Y and enter to say that you are happy with all of these packages being installed, you now need to choose a password. I'm going to choose one relatively simple just because, you know, tutorial purposes. Obviously if you're making this accessible to the internet, then make sure it's very secure, because if not you're going to get hacked. This machine will only be up for like 5 minutes, so I doubt anyone's going to hack it in that time. So this is going through and installing all of those packages and getting everything set up. Okay, so once you have that installed, if you go to the IP address or the host name, you should see that it says Apache2 Debian default page, which means Apache2 is installed, which is great. We're now going to make sure PHP has installed and is the correct version, so we can do php-v, and that will say that it is PHP version 7, which is what we installed. The next thing we're going to do is write a file to our web server just to show you information about PHP. This will prove that PHP is installed and it works. So this is going to echo the contents of this, which runs the php info command into var www html/php info.php. and if you press enter, that should work. So if we go back to the server, we can do php info.php, and this shows you all the information about the PHP server. So any extensions that are installed and variables and such like that. If you are following this, I would recommend you delete that, because it can give any attacker a bit more information and make their life a little bit easier. So we're just going to remove that. And that is done. So when I did this, I noticed that sometimes MySQL would not be enabled. So we're just going to look at the PHP ini file and make sure that is. So sudo nano etc php 7.0 apache2 php.ini and press enter. We're going to do a search for MySQLi. That's for Windows extensions, which I don't think that matters. But either way, we will just uncomment that just in case it can't do any harm. Or at least it didn't when I tested this. And then save the file and then exit. We are now going to restart the web server. And you should be good to go. So that is it for this video. If you've enjoyed the video, please do give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like this, then hit the subscribe button. And if you've got any questions or feedback, please leave that in the comment section below. Thanks for watching everyone, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.